Hi, it's day 1 of week 2 of 52 weeks of vlogging. I made it through a week of vlogging! Woo! Today we're going to talk about eating bugs. So I was reading the paper, as you do, and I came across this article about people who harvest and eat the Mopani bug, wrong, Mopani worm in Zimbabwe. And I was like, ugh. And I don't know why I have that reaction. I have that reaction every time I think about eating bugs. And my whole body just goes, ugh. And I couldn't figure out why. So I was thinking about it, and I think I have hit on the reason. Guts. Not the guts like, wow, she's got balls, or like, boy, he's really got guts. But like, you know, the actual, guts that everybody really does have inside that do stuff. I love my guts. We all need guts. They do an important job. They take the food that we eat and they process it and break it down into lots of tiny little particles that our body can use. And then when our body has absorbed the particles it can use, our guts take all the extra stuff and get rid of it. And that's good because that stuff's not so nice to have hanging around in your guts. I'm talking about poop. Guts turn food into poop, basically. I don't want to eat poop. Not even bug poop. And, in fairness, I don't want to eat any guts that turn anything into poop. Like, I know in some parts of the world, like in the American South, they take pig guts and fry them into chitlins and eat those, and I don't want to eat those. And there are other reasons that a lot of people don't want to eat bugs too. The taboo against eating bugs is embedded in Western culture. According to Jewish law, bugs are not kosher. And according to some schools of Islam, eating bugs isn't kosher either. So there's a lot of cultural stuff going on in the background too. But, for me personally, it's the poop. That said, there is an argument for eating bugs. For example, they are very high in protein. They're also high in vitamins, carbohydrates, essential fats. There's an amino acid called lysine in particular that's very hard for people who eat a grain-based diet to get enough of. So that's a good reason to eat bugs. They're really nutritious for such little suckers, man. They've got a lot in them. And then another good reason to eat bugs is for environmental reasons. They don't take the same amount of land that it takes to raise a cow, for example, or raise like 100 of cows or thousands of cows, which is what we consume in North America. And they're plentiful. We can eat all kinds of bugs. Tarantulas, termites, really high in protein termites, black ants, worms, grubs, caterpillars, moths, butterflies. If you can name it, probably we can eat it, unless it's brightly colored or poisonous. So for that reason, eating bugs is another good idea. In fact, 80% of countries in the world eat bugs already. Well, not the countries, but the people in the countries, you know what I mean. So, eating bugs, not eating bugs, I think if I didn't know what I was eating, I might eat a bug. I might even like it. I mean, for all I know, they taste like chicken. Tastes like chicken. But, yeah, I think if I knew what I was eating, I still would feel icky about it. You'd have to hide them in a salad or something. Would you eat bugs? Take it to the comments. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.